Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review on the new foundation, which is the L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I'm in the shade 208 and this is a pretty good match to my skin. I am kind of like an NC40, NC42 on summertime. I can maybe go a shade darker, but just right now I'm just going to go ahead and try this one out. This foundation retails for about $15, give or take, maybe like less than $15. I got this for $11.99 at Target. I think in other places it could be a little bit expensive, but that's how much I paid for it. It comes in 1 fluid ounce and comes with SPF 15, which is a pretty good amount for a foundation. The reason I wanted to give this a try is because I've heard that it's kind of like a medium coverage. I'm all for medium coverage, kind of like full coverage type of foundation. Now, as you guys know, I'm very oily. That doesn't mean that I don't like the soft focus effect or the luminosity that a foundation can give or like a highlighter can give. So that's why I picked this up, and the fact that it was, you know, long wearing, that's the reason I picked this up and, you know, I give it a try. This product right here, it is a medium coverage. You can definitely build it up. I think if you build it up more and more, it is going to look a little bit cakey. Just watch out for that. And then also, if you have texture skin, like if you have bumps around, you know, your cheek area like I do, sometimes I do get bumps here and there, but that's just because I'm stressed out, whatever it is, especially like on my cheek area and on my jawline. That's where you can tell that I do have texture on my skin, because this is kind of like the luminous glow. It is going to emphasize the texture on your skin. I don't feel like it does sink into your fine lines, pores, or anything like that. Okay, so a little goes a long way with this foundation. Just make sure you always prep your skin. Love the Makeup Forever mattifying primer, as well as the Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer from the drugstore. I do appreciate the CoverGirl oil-free foundation, not foundation, primer, which comes in a kind of like this similar style, squeezy tube. Packaging on that one, it's white, so I do like that one, and I do, you know, I use it like every day, so it doesn't break me out or anything like that. Another pointer is that I didn't break out with using this foundation, and I do like it, and I appreciate that because I am very sensitive. So it's so weird, like whatever other people rave about and they're saying like they don't break them out or anything like that, I'm the first one that I see blemishes, and I don't like it. So that's a bad thing about trying new foundations, is that you never know how it's going to work or how is it going to react on your skin. Well, the best way that I like to apply, you know, this particular foundation is with a beauty blender. I feel like it just blends everything so nicely instead of a brush. I don't know, I mean, I like to use my brush, my beauty blender, but in this case I do like to apply it with my beauty blender. I feel like it just blends nicely. It doesn't leave any streaks or anything like that. So yeah, beauty blender with this foundation goes hand on hand. So the wear on the foundation, I want to say maybe like 5 hours the most, with your foundation looking fresh, meaning that it's going to look just as you apply it, you know, at the beginning. I'm not saying like, oh, it's gonna look oily at the end of the day or something like that, because obviously it is, especially if you're oily. It doesn't matter if you mattify your, you know, your face or anything like that, it is going to show a little bit of your oils, but like I said, it's not too much. And of course, if you need to touch up, I would suggest not to use powder, because if you add more powder with, especially with this, you know, specific foundation or any luminous foundation, does build up and it does end up looking cakey. So we don't want that. But you know, use blotting paper or maybe translucent powder. Don't use anything that has, you know, like color or heavy powder on top. That's just my opinion. So yeah, just make sure you blot your face and don't add heavy powders on your skin if you're gonna use this foundation. And the shade, they have 12 shades available. They don't have like a lot of darker colors, which is unfortunate, but hopefully they can come out with a little bit more, you know, color range, and hopefully down the road the colors expand a little bit more, targeting of course darker skin tones. I think this foundation is really good, and I'm so surprised that I actually like it. I stay away from luminous foundations because I don't like them, but for some reason I like the way this foundation set on my skin. I like that it didn't, you know, separate on my skin or anything like that, that is sinking to my fine lines, pores, or anything like that. I do notice that, like I said, if you have texture, it's going to show, you know, just a little bit here and there. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how the foundation looks throughout the day. I'm going to insert some clips here and there. Just know that it is very hot here in LA. It's like 80-90 degrees, 100 degrees in some places, so of course this type of foundation, it's not going to stay on for that long, especially like if you're sweating or anything like that. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Weather changes, your skin changes, the product changes, and how it wear, everything changes. So, and with that being said, I think that is pretty much it. If I left anything out, I'm going to put everything down in the description box, and or just let me know. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.